Welcome to Canasta Class Live Clinic. Hello, my Canasta friends. In this live clinic, we'll be discussing basics, tips, and strategies all about Canasta as we play on Real Canasta. Tonight, we'll discuss the basics of Melds and Canastas and reminders of scoring. Please put any questions in the chat or in the comments below if you're watching the recording, and I'll be sure to answer questions. Or if you have any suggestions on what would you do different during play or what I should do, please put them in the comments or in the chat. Let's get on with our topic. So let's start with the simple basics of what is a rank. A rank is part of a standard deck of cards, consists of 52 cards. In Canasta, we use 108, which is 2 decks, including 2 jokers from each deck. Each card has a rank on it and a suit. There are 4 different suits: clubs, hearts, diamonds, and spades. And in Canasta, those suits do not matter. There are 14 different ranks from the number 2 to 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, and Joker. There are 8 of each rank and 4 jokers. There are different types of meld. We have 2 in Canasta called a natural and a mixed. A natural meld, other names people use are pure or clean, has no wild cards and a minimum of 3 cards of a rank. A mixed meld, other names for mixed meld are dirty, may have 1 or 2 wild cards, which means those are your 2s and jokers. They will have a minimum of 2 natural cards or more with those wild cards. Your wild cards cannot exceed the natural cards. When you're playing, 3s will never be melded. They are bonus cards and are tallied up at the end of the game. When you get a 3, you will place it on the table in front of you and take a replacement card. Between you and your partner, you will work together and add cards to make melds, which will make canastas. There are 2 different types of canastas, natural and mixed. A canasta is 7 cards of the same rank, so jacks or eights, with no wild cards, is a natural canasta. That is worth 500 points, and you also get the value of the individual cards within the canasta. A mixed canasta is 7 cards, 5 or 6 of which are of the same rank, with 2 or 1 wild, totaling 7 cards. Mixed canasta is worth 300 points, and the values of the individual cards within the canasta when you're scoring at the end of the game. We'll take a look at this during our play at the end, how much we're getting for each. There are many videos on my YouTube channel, both live videos recorded and past videos that I put up there. Please make sure you check out my channel, Canasta Class, and you can type in anything you'd like in the little magnifying glass here in the search bar and look for different things that you're either struggling with or you need more information on. So pick your topic and put it in there, and I'm sure there's a video that would come up. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you wish to join as a member and contribute, I'd appreciate it. Please make sure you give thumbs up, you share with those other Canasta players so we can have a fun group on here on our Canasta Class YouTube channel, and please comment below. Let's head on over to Canasta Class and we'll try our turn at Real Canasta. On Real Canasta, we're going to be playing a new game with a meld base of 5. And that means that we are selecting a base of 5 so that when we have 5 of a rank, meaning the natural cards, we can add a wild card. we're going to select invisible mode and start a new game. When you get your cards, you're going to sort them here with the arrows on the right. And then you're going to pick a card for your turn. We do not have any threes, so we don't have to put them down. Every time you get a 3, you're going to put the card on the table and take a new card. Again, sort your cards, and we're going to get rid of a low card. We have to open with 125. The other team is already opening. We're going to pick a card. And we got a 5. Let's get rid of that 5. They melded 5, so that's a good card to get rid of. And a 10. They have 10s. I think we'll go ahead and get rid of 10s. We need another 3 of a kind. Oh, they picked the pack. We need another 3 of a kind or a wild. Oh, there we go. I think we're good now, right? We have 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30. We have plenty. So let's put out this. So this is a clean meld of 3 of a kind. This is a mixed meld with a wild, and I'm going to add another ace on here so I can get my opening points. And you can have, again, a minimum of 3 cards, but you can have more than that for a meld. And I need to discard. I'm going to discard a 10. And I get 3 cards from my Talon because they opened first. They got 4 cards. The Talon cards I can't use until my next turn. I'm going to pick a card. And I'm going to put my jacks out to close them. I'm going to put my 8 out. My partner hopefully has 2 wilds. And I only want to hold on to 2 7s, so I'm going to discard a 7. My partner only had 1 wild. And I'm going to discard the king because kings are dead. My partner would like to go out. He will close the 8s and we will have 2 canastas, so I'm going to say yes. On to the next round. We got, let me show you. We have a mixed canasta here with a black card on top, which is worth 300. A pure canasta with a red card on top, which was worth 500. And then we get the value of the cards within the canastas. Here's our 500 for 1 pure and 1 for mixed. Great, my partner's opening already. We're going to sort our cards by rank. A 6, we have 2 6s here. We can pick the pack. I'm going to hold on to my 8s right now, and I'm going to get rid of the 5. The reason why I'm holding on to the 8s, I'm hoping to pick the pack again. Just by putting the 2 8s on here will not give us a canasta. That's 1 7. We have to count 7 in aces. I will put the 6 on here and the 4 on here. And I'm going to discard a king. I probably could have put my 10 down also. I will put my 10 down in hopes that my partner has some wild cards. I have a pair of 9s. I'm going to pick the pack. And we have a lot of 7s and aces to get rid of. So let's put out our queens. Maybe my partner has some queens. I'm going to put out the single 9. I'm going to keep the 8s for a second. And I'm going to discard the jack. That's 1 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would make 6. I have 3 5s I can put out. And I'm going to get rid of this ace. That's 1 ace, 1 7. I'm not going to pick the king. I have to get rid of these aces. I mean 7s, excuse me. I can put the 9 out. I can put my queen out. I'm going to put these 8s out. I'm going to get rid of this 7. I have more 7s to get rid of. Another 5. I was able to get clean, meaning I only have 2 aces and 2 7s. Put out my 3. I'm going to close the 8s. I'm going to go ahead and close the 9s. And I'm going to put out the 10s are dead. My partner's asking to go out. I have 2 aces and 2 7s. I'm good. So it's good to go out. If you look, they kept 2 7s over here and 2 aces over here. So I would not be able to make 7s and aces. We had 3 dirty canastas, or mixed, and there were 300 each. So that's 3, 6, 900, which is the score we received right here for mixed canastas. Next, on to the next round. We're both going to be at 155 because we're over 3,000 points. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat. I'd love to answer them, or you can email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. Sort by rank, put out your 3s, take a card for your turn. We're going for 155. We may be able to go for a special hand. I'm going to get rid of 1 7. I only want to hold on to 2. That's 2 7s, 3 7s, getting rid of my pair because we have to get to 155. The 5.6s aren't going to help. That was 3 7s in there. We need 3 of a kind. My opponent put down a king. So I'm probably going to get rid of a king. Oh, sorry, I have to pick a card for my turn. I'm gonna hold on to that ace. My partner's opening. Very nice. That's 4 sevens. I'm going to go ahead and put out my queens because they're never going to pass me a queen because they have queens out. I have 1 ace, which isn't really going to help us. Might hold on to that because that gives them a safe discard, although they just discarded an ace. You know what? I'm going to put it out. And then I have 1 6. I'm going to get rid of these 8s. They have 8 in 5th position. I'm going to get rid of an 8. A 10. They just closed jacks, so let's get rid of jacks. Wish I could use my wilds. Oh, bummer, we didn't get 2 canastas. We only got 1. So we only got the value of the 1 canasta and not the 3s. The canasta was mixed. It has a black card on top, meaning it has 1 or 2 jokers in it. And we got the value of that canasta of 300. We don't get the value of the 3s. We need to have at least 2 canastas in order to do so. So that round we only got 395 points. We're still both at 155. Sort your cards by rank, put out your 3s, take a replacement card, and take 1 for your turn. We're at 155, so we do not have any wilds. Maybe we can go for a special hand, which would be maybe pairs or zip code. Let's get rid of the 9. My partner's opening, which is nice. We have some jacks, we have the 10s, and I have a 5. Let's take the pack. We'll get that 9 back that I got rid of. Let's put out our 5. Let's put out 1 jack, keep a pair, and I'm gonna hold on to the 10s. Let's get rid of the 4. You know what, let's get rid of the queen. I want to hold on to pairs. 5 we can add, and we'll get rid of an ace. Next turn I will put out my 2 jacks. Hopefully my partner has some wild cards, and I'll discard the 8. I have 2 9s. I'm going to go ahead and put out my 2 9s, hoping my partner has a final 9, and I'm going to get rid of a 7. It's a little dangerous doing that. I'm kind of signaling my partner that I have an extra 7, but I'm hoping I can pick the pack or something. Oh, we're playing so nice. I'll put out my 10s next round. Put out my 2 10s. I think I'm going to start getting rid of my kings. Hopefully we can go out soon. Oh boy, big joker. Gotta put something down so my partner can go out. We're gonna sit here to the end, I think. Ah, I got those fours. I should have waited. I could have had 3 4s. Ah, another wild card. My partner can't go out. She just keeps discarding an ace, and I end the game. All the aces were not in there. They have 2 over here and 2 7s on my left. On to our next game. We are at 180 now, and they are at 155. They have to get to 5,000. Sort by rank. Put out your 3s, get a new card, and pick a card for your turn. And we're going to get rid of these low cards. We need to have 180, but we need 3 of a kind first, and we do not have it. It's possible we could play a pair hand. Although with pairs, there is Miami pairs, which have a pair of jokers and a pair of 2s with aces and 7s, and we do not have that. We have a lot to get if we're going to play pairs. I'm hoping for a 3 of a kind. That's a 1-7, I believe. We're missing 3 of a kind. Lovely, my partner opened. I'm in a great position. I have pairs of everything, and hopefully I can pick the pack. 9s we don't have. We do have jacks, but we can't close it. We do have kings, we can't close it, and 10s. I guess we're getting rid of these 8s. Oh, we can close the 9s. Let's close the 9s. Let's get rid of the other 8. Let's put out our kings, see if my partner has the final king, and then if not, I can close it. They had a wild, which was lovely. I'm going to pick a card. We have 3 queens. I'm going to put out my jacks. I no longer need to hold on to aces. They laid down aces. I'm going to get rid of the ace. They're wild. We need one more jack in order to add a wild to it. It was lovely. We just won a little bit over 8,500 points. We had 8,560, so 60 extra points. It was a wonderful hand to win. We had 2 mixed canastas that we got 300 points each for, and that was 600 points. Let's play another whole game, so let's start from the beginning. Oh, they're already opening. We need 125. Oh, my partner's opening, which is lovely. And we have one jack to match with them. Otherwise, we don't have much. 1 7. Let's put out a queen. My person on my left put out queen, so I'm hoping they don't have any more. 2 7s. We have 4s, so let's take the pack. And let's put out 3 5s. Put out our 4, our 1 jack. We have 3 kings. And let's discard the queen. We have to get rid of 1 7 also. My partner put out some 5s. I'm going to go ahead and add to those 5s to make a canasta. And I'm going to get rid of the queen. Oh, you know what? Let me put my 10s out. And I'm going to get rid of the queen. Oh, shoot. Nope, we got to get rid of the 7 first. 1 7. 2 7s. We can close the 10s. That's 2 7s. Gonna hold on to the 9s a second. Actually, you know what? I'll put them out. I'm gonna get rid of the 6. That's 2 7s. That's why I put the 9s out. I was thinking he might be able to go out. Sometimes though you don't meld because you need cards to hold for discards, but I kind of had a feeling he might be able to go out and put the joker down. So let's look at our canastas. We have 2 mixed, which is 300 each, and a clean or pure. So this is 5 and 6 is 11. So we got 1100 points for our canastas. So my partner put down a pure meld of 3 and a mixed meld. It's 2 aces with 2 jokers. And put out my 3, pick a card. I could have picked the pack, but I want to build it up a little bit, so maybe we can pick a bigger pack. And I'm going to get rid of the 9. 1 7. We have a pair of 10s. There's 6 cards in here. I'll take the pack. And I'm going to put out my 6s. Maybe my partner has more wild cards to get a canasta. And I'm going to get rid of the 9 again. Put out my 3. I'm going to put out my 3 queens. I can look back 3 cards. He put out a 4. I'm going to put out I'm going to forfeit my ace. A pair of jacks. I guess I'm going to hoe and give a 7. I think my partner has the 7s. Now he put out 5s. It's safe to put out 5s now. Actually, we got 3 5s. I'm going to use them as discards though. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the 10s. Maybe my partner has another wild just so we can get 2 canastas. So for that round, even though the other team went out, they got 100 points for going out. We still had more total in our hand. We got 2,010. They only got 1,365. We are at 155. They are at 125. Put out your 3s and get replacement cards. And let's see if we can get pairs here. They have aces and 8s. And any guess here? Let's put out the 4. Oh, sorry, I have to pick a card for my turn. Then we'll put out the 4. It's only 1 card in there anyway, even if he picked it. I'm going to go for pairs. They threw out a 9. I don't have a 9. I'll try the 8. Ten will be my next discard. He threw out a 10. I could have threw a 5 also. That's 1 7. Oh, this is looking good for pairs. I'm going to get rid of the 4. This is called Miami pairs. It's 2 jokers, 2 2s, 2 aces, 2 7s, a must, and then random pairs. We need a queen. Not a king. This is a risk, but even if he picks it, I'm going to hopefully get the queen next round. Oh, he didn't have a king. Put out your 3 and get rid of the 9. Guess I'm not getting that queen. Let's see. Put out your 3. A 4. Bummer. And I never got 3 of a kind. Ah, I got it. So this is what you call Miami pairs. It's 2 jokers, 2 2s, including a pair of aces and a pair of 7s with 3 additional pairs. So we got 3,000 points for that, which is lovely, and that's all you get. You don't get deducted your partner's hand or your 3s, and they still get the value what's in their hand. We are at 180 and they are at 155, excuse me. Sort by rank, pick a card for your hand, and get rid of a card. Now we're at 180, so we have to get rid of all these low cards, but we might have it. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We are 20 points short. That's 1 7. 2 7s. 2 sevens. Okay, we might be able to do it. Let's check it out. We have our pure of kings. Then we have our tens. And then we have 2 queens with our wilds. And we need to discard. I have pair nines. That's a good start. My partner isn't holding on to eights, so let's get rid of the 8. I think that's 3 sevens. Three sevens are in there. I'm gonna hold those nines. Oh, we just made it here. We saved our threes. We didn't get negative points, so that was perfect. We got 300 points for the mixed canasta, and we did not get our value of our threes, but at least we covered our threes and we weren't negative. They did get a special hand. Let's look at what special hand they got. They got pairs. They have wild cards with a pair of aces and sevens, and then 4 random pairs. Very nice. We are at 180, and so is the other team. And we have a lot of sevens here. We could try for zip code, which is 4 of a kind. And then we need 2 3 of a kind and 2 pairs. Maybe we can't do it with these wild cards. Let's get rid of those cards first, and then we can get rid of our sevens. Gonna get rid of these sevens. I feel a little dangerous that they might actually go for a special hand. It's 1 7. Two sevens. A lot of low cards in there. 2 sevens. Oh boy, no wonder why we can't get 180. They have all the wild cards. 2 sevens, 1 ace. Oh, there's our 3 of a kind. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 25. We do not have 180. Gonna break up these sixes. I think it's still 2 sevens. Oh, now we have our 3 of a kind. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Oh, my partner got a special hand. Just lovely. Oh, we won the game. Lovely. So So she got that special hand of zip code. Let's take a look at that. She has 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, and 2 pairs. Just lovely. So that's good for us. We won the second game as well as the first. We have one more game to play for tonight. We still have some time. And let's see how it goes. We're starting a whole new game. Put out your 3s, pick a replacement, and then pick a card for your turn. And we're going to get rid of a low card. And I believe we already have 125. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have plenty of points, but I'm going to build up this pack. Oh, we definitely have plenty of points. Let's get rid of the 10. I'm going to see if I can pick the pack. And they might just have done that. Nope. Aces and 8s. And they threw a 7, so that's 1 7. Let's put out the 4. I'm probably going to open. I could have picked the pack there, but 9, I don't have enough of. It's only 1 card. I wouldn't get a replacement card. So let's open. So let's put it on our kings. And you want to be wise in what you use. And let's put up 3 9s because jacks are already out. We're not going to be able to make a canasta of jacks. And I'm going to get rid of the 8. One 7. 1 ace, 1 7. There's an ace here already though. Let's just keep track of the 7s. That's 2 7s. Put out your 3. Pick a card. And I'm going to add to my 9s. And I'm going to get rid of my 10s. That's 3 7s. I can put a wild on my 9s. You can put an ace out. Queen. And 5s, you could have 5s. Let's see what he threw out, a 6. I guess I'm getting rid of these 6s. Oh, I can get rid of my jacks. Oh, I should have put my 5 out. Shoot. I'm going to put my 5s out. I'm not going to pick the pack. I don't believe all the 7s are in there. And I can close the 9s and put my jack out. So all the 7s were not in there. There's 2 over here, 2 on my left, and I have 1. So that's why I didn't pick it with the 6s. We're both at 125. Put out your 3s. And sort. We're at 125. Let's put out this 5. We have a bunch of pairs. We could play a pairs hand if we get 7 aces and jacks. Jokers, sorry. Put out a 6. Well, my partner's throwing queens for some reason. Maybe he's going for a special hand. I'll say his queen. Put out my 6. My opponent almost used all of their cards. 4, 5s, and 8s. Put another 6 out. Here we got our clean triple. We need a lot more though. I'm going to put this king out. Next will probably be the 8s. Now the 5s, they're good to go. They're out here. Finally, my partner opened. I was not opening. I didn't have very good cards. Oh, but they had kings. Bummer. You can help them with the 9s, so that's good. 10s, we don't have 10s. I'm going to put out my 10. I'm going to put everything I have because in case the other team ends up going out, which I don't know, they have a lot of cards over here. Put out my 5. Bummer, I don't have any kings. A 9. Oh, we just closed them. Oh, I guess I could have put out my 4s, but that's okay. We got 420 points for that hand. They got negative 925 because they never got a canasta, so everything is negative on the table. So we're on to 125 on both ends. Oh, we got all these low cards. Maybe we can get a special hand of 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. 9s, 10s, and 6s. So we can have cards here for discard. Oh, my partner's opening already. 6s, 8s, and queens. We have some 6s. I can take that back. I'm going to hold on to my pair. I'm going to put out 1 6, put out my 1 8, get rid of my 10. Probably the 9s are next. An 8. I'm going to put out my 4s. Maybe my partner has some wild cards. I don't. Oh, and I can put out my 6s because we are the only ones who could make 6s. Let's put out my 6s. 9s are dead. Oh, lovely. It's our games tonight. I'll put out the 5. Oh, I can put out all my 7s. Oh, let me take that. King and Jack and Queen, and I'm going to get rid of the 5. So this is 1 7. I'm going to do an ace. Two sevens, I think at 3, 4 aces. It's 4 aces, 3 sevens. 4 sevens, 4 aces. He had 1 7. My partner had 2 sevens and 1 ace, and he had 2 aces. Yeah, they were not all in there. Okay, we are at 155, and they are at just under 155. They are at 125. Sort by rank. Put out your threes. Pick a card for your turn. Sort again. You want to match your partner. So my partner threw out a 6. So I'm going to throw out a 6. So this way when she comes down or I come down, that we match. My partner threw out a 4. I'll go ahead and throw out my 4. We have some nice pairs. We have to get a clean triple. They have kings, aces, and 9s, and threw out a 6, so we can get rid of our king. Put out your 3. Oh, get rid of the 7 first. First 7. 2 sevens. Oh, we have a clean triple now. We have to get 155. So you have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's it. There's 2 sevens in there. I'm going to try this 8. Keeping the higher point cards, even though they have kings. That'll be next. Oh good, my partner's opening. Aces and 8s I don't have. I have 1 ace. Oh, but I could close it. 1 ace and a wild. Oh geez, I think that's 4 sevens. It might be 5. Okay, let's put the ace and the joker and close it. And I'm gonna get rid of, let's put out our jacks. Maybe our partner has some jacks. And I'm going to put out my king. Oh, there's all the sevens. Put out my queens. Missed all those sevens. That was a bummer. Okay, we're still a good game. I mean, low scoring point this game. It was 495 to 330. We are at 180. They are at 155. $180. Got higher points here, which is nice to see. Put out your threes. Pick a card for your turn. And we'll get rid of this 6. My partner didn't go yet. Oh, she had a 6 also, sorry. My partner put out a 10. Let's put out this queen. So right now we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We don't have enough. All right, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. And they threw out a 6. I'm going to do a 4. Guess I'll do 10s. Put my queen out next. That was great. My partner got the special hand of zip code. They have 4, 3, 3, pair, pair. Very nice. So we got 2,500 points for that, and they got negative 1,050. Nice. That zip code, I do not play in my in-person game. I think it's a really easy hand to get. And I don't know, we just don't play it. It's kind of a Miami thing, or a Florida thing, I should say. Aces and 5s. We have to get 180. They're only at 125. Oh, 17. Let's see, we have 40. No, we're never going to get to 180 with 4s. I can get rid of my 5, obviously, next. I just throw a queen. I'll go ahead and throw a queen next. I'll go to 4. Oh, it's going to be hard. If they close those aces, we need them for high points. Oh boy. I can't hold on to that queen ace anymore. I'm going to get rid of the queen though. And 6. The ace. Another wild. Oh, maybe we could play 4, 3, 3, and pair. We can get rid of the king. Dangerous. Another 9. We don't need all these 9s. Doesn't get us enough. Well, here, let's say 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We are so short. And 8. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's terrible. Oh boy, they got all the 7s. I should have paid attention. I think he would have picked it with 10s anyway, but now they got all the 7s. That makes it worse. It's 2,500 points. It's terrible on my part. And I didn't keep track of 7s this round. And I think they have like the whole deck. They probably just won the whole game. It's terrible. Not a good way to end tonight. What not to do, right? My mistake. And that ends the game. Let's say they probably won. Oh no, they didn't. They just came back a lot. Well, that makes me, oh, they got a penalty for having too many aces in their hand. That probably helped us so that they didn't win the game. Just didn't work out. Didn't have enough points for 180. So we're still at 180 and now they're at 180. I thought that was going to be game. What am I doing with these low cards? Terrible. Okay, let's get, pick another card and let's get rid of the fives. And my 3 of a kind in nines, I don't need these 4s. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 25. Let's get rid of the 4s. Never gonna make it to 180 with 4s. Oh, my partner's opening using all her cards. King, Jack, and Ace. Ah, maybe we're gonna take the pass. And we'll put up another 2. Let's put out our 4s. Maybe we can get a canasta with 4s. I'm gonna put out the 5s, 6s, and 1 king. I'm gonna get rid of the queen. Give your partner 1 turn to make pure canastas. Put out my jack. Let's put the ace out. And I'm going to put out my 9s. And get rid of the 10. Bummer. Need 5 of something for me to add my wilds. I'm gonna go out so the other team gets walloped. And that's game. Wow, we did great tonight. We won 3 games. So I want to thank you for joining me this evening and taking some time out of your day. It was a pleasure to maybe teach you a thing or two or the basics. Hope you picked up a tip or a strategy. We'll be back next week with some more tips, strategies, and basics. I'll see you next week, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.